Hi, beautiful souls. Are we being hunted by our past constantly or sometimes throughout of the day? If you start observing your mind and see what it has been focusing on, you will start observing that there are many times throughout of the day we are thinking about the past. When you're in the car and you're looking at the mirror, the one which you need to see the back. When you look at that mirror to see what is behind you, and if you stare to that mirror longer than you need to, what may happen? You might just lose the control of the car and it might just go and hit somewhere to something. And this is what's happening to us when we are keep looking at the back. What's that mean? We lose the control of our thoughts, what's happening in our mind. So we might go and experience the things that we don't really would like to experience it. Also, when we are hunted by the past, we are keep repeating the past experiences. It could be slightly different experience, but we'll be keep repeating the past experiences, similar ones, sometimes exactly the same things. So if you find yourself that you are re-experiencing the same experiences, the first thing is you have come to here as a body. You're in the year of 2026 or wherever is the year and the day, but your mind is hunted by the past. So it is repeating, regurgitating the same emotions which it experienced in the past. So the life uses different people in slightly different experiences, but it will be similar emotional reaction, emotional response from within your side. So when you're looking at that mirror long enough, you know for sure there'll be something in front of you that you wouldn't want to experience. And that's why it is important to bring back your focus to here and now. Firstly, connecting with your body with conscious breath and just telling I'm here. And bringing your focus to here rather than that past experience that your mind is regurgitating. A difficult word for me for now to say. Now, if you find yourself you are resisting to come here from the past, then at soul level that you need to understand, process and have the learning of the past experience. If you find yourself, even though you work on yourself to be present moment, but your mind is keep taking you to past experiences, the things you have done and the things you haven't done, and that you're feeling low frequency emotions, then, or even happy emotions, but you're missing that happy time. So right now the emotion that is you're experiencing is that missing that happy time over there. So you're still in the past. So when you find yourself, your mind is still drifting to past and re-experiencing it, then it is important to look at what is it that repeating throughout of the day. Now, if it is something you have done or you haven't done and you're feeling regret about it, first write these things down and just see how your mind is replaying that. Because the reason your mind is replaying that is the emotion that you're experienced over there. It hasn't been processed, accepted, and understood at spiritual level, and that's why it's repeating itself in your current life, and it will repeat in the future life if you don't do anything about it, to be processed, to be understood, to have its own completion. Let's say you've done something in the past or you didn't, and the emotion you're experiencing is regret. You're re-experiencing the emotion of regret. So you're regurgitating the regret emotion. In your mind, is keep drifting there to feel that regret, the emotion of regret. And what it brings you the pain. So you're feeling the pain of regret. And what's also that mean? You're going to create more experiences that's going to give you that pain. So you can go deeper to understand that at spiritual level. You're feeling regret now from the past, and that regret emotion is, you can just feel in your body, and you're just, it's at the back of your mind, it is in your body. You feel the emotion of regret, the pain of the regret, and then you go back to that experience. Understand what this experience done to you, what happened. If you did it, what would happen? If you didn't do it, if you did it, how it helped you in your life now to understand yourself. Or if you didn't, what's that mean for you? Now, when we experience the experiences, when we don't learn from them, we repeat them. You've done something and it caused you pain, it caused maybe other people pain, suffering, and you realize that maybe that wasn't the best choice and you choose not to go to that path. But then you're still feeling the pain, the guiltiness, the regret, or the anger, whatever it was there. You're still feeling that. So when you go back that experience, just think about it. How this experience helped you to become who you are today. Because every experience with the emotions will help you at spiritual level to grow, at emotional level to grow. If you never experienced that experience, you wouldn't be the person who you are today. And that's why in your path line, you're meant to experience that experience, so you could be who you are today. If you didn't experience that means, first thing, you may actually in your lifetime you may not need to experience this experience. Second, you were maybe protected experiencing that experience because maybe it wasn't the best choice for your highest and best in this lifetime. So accepting that part of it will help to ease the pain of not doing that things, because in both ways you feel the regret, the pain of the regret. Once you notice that pain in you and understand the gift of the experiences, then you will process it, because you will have that understanding at spiritual level, a deeper level, why you went through it or why you didn't go through it. And then if you can accept it, then you can move forwards. Because when we look at the back in the car, the mirror that shows the back, we cannot move forward, because if we move forward while we're looking at the back, for sure we're going to have an accident. So it sometimes freezes us. The past freezes us to move forward when we are keep regurgitating it is in our mind. So it is your choice to make a note of it. What am I thinking about the past most of the time? What am I repeating in my head? What am I repeating when I'm talking to people as it is happening now? You can explain sometimes some situation like, oh, this has happened in the past, I experienced this. My old self experienced that to bring some clarity about some situation. But it's different. You're still reliving, and it's still so emotional and alive within you. So when the past is so emotional, so alive, and you feel the pain of all those low frequency emotions, that means there is something for you to do over there. And if you're running away, the past will keep haunting you back. It's like a ghost haunting you back. It's keep haunting you back. So make a note what you are re-experiencing and what is repeating in your mind, what is repeating in your mouth to other people when you're talking. Make a note of that. At the end of the day, it's like, I repeated these things today. I mentioned these things today, and when I was talking about it, it did feel that very specific emotion, and I could feel the pain of that emotion. I felt I was still alive in my system. So that means I'm going to re-experience this, because there is a clarity. That experience needs to be understood by you, processed by you. So write that down, go back to past experience, see what you learn from that experience, who you become from that experience. Sometimes not experiencing a loving, caring mother can bring you a beautiful, compassionate being within you, a deeper person within you. Everything has a purpose that was placed in our past. If you can overcome the ego, that angry self, and say, oh, that they did it, blah blah, and I'm just angry anyway, like that I had to go through this experience, blah blah. If you stay there, you're going to repeat. But if you just put that on the side, okay, let's go. Let's look at a bit from the higher self and see why I have this planned in my life in the past. You look at that experience, write it down, who you become today and what you learn from that experience, and how it's helped you in a positive way. Yes, you have experienced the negativity of that experience. You actually get to experience the negative emotions from those experiences, but how it's also helped you in your life. Once you become more understanding of it, then you have permission to accept that and let it go and release it.